Audubon, North Carolina has been working with beach nesting birds on Wrightsville Beach for about 10 years, and it's important to protect these species because they're adapted specifically to nest on barrier island beaches.
Birds come to North Carolina beaches to nest and raise their young, and they do so in significant numbers. And while they're on North Carolina beaches, they need protection from human disturbance and predators in order to survive, to nest and raise their next generation of birds that'll continue in the population.
The Beach Bird Steward program is a program that we set up mainly for the south end of Wrightsville Beach, where we recruit and train volunteers to be ambassadors for birds. And there's also a lot of opportunities for education because there are so many people that do visit the beach. And the bird stewards are people who spend time at the beach, keep an eye on the colony, and essentially educate beachgoers by showing them the birds and telling them a little bit about their life history.
Most people don't realize that birds actually nest on the beach. They build their nests and lay their eggs right on the sand. Their nests, eggs, and chicks are perfectly camouflaged to blend in with their surroundings, and they can be easily stepped on. But they face an even more serious threat from disturbance when people or dogs approach too close. When disturbed, the parents leave the nest, and the eggs or chicks don't stand a chance under the hot summer sun.
Well, the Beach Bird Steward program is important to birds across the Atlantic Flyway because it engages people in bird conservation, and communities can be an important part of that. The volunteers that we use for the Beach Bird Steward program serve as ambassadors for the birds, and they help protect the nesting sites and other areas that these birds depend on.
For a couple of summers we were out here with our scope and our binoculars kind of doing the steward thing without realizing it.
Yeah, just unofficial.
And tourists would come up to us and ask us questions, and we would go on and on about the birds. So yeah, then we saw this official steward thing and we're like, hey, that's kind of what we've been doing.
Oh, we've had a wonderful variety of people volunteering this year. We have had retired teachers that have helped us. We have people that are currently working as nuclear engineers and project managers. We've had some medical professionals, both working and retired. We've had mothers with children. We have 3 mothers, one with sons as young as 6 and 8 that speak Spanish, which is wonderful. It's just been a really great group of people to hang out with on the beach this year.
One of the really exciting things about the colony at the south end of Wrightsville Beach is how important it is to the population of least terns and black skimmers in the state. The number of black skimmers that we had at the colony this year represents about 20% of the state's nesting black skimmers, and the least terns represent a little under 10%.
We had a very successful beach steward group this year. This is for 2013. We had 54 bird stewards, and they had donated over 1,000 hours, 1,155 hours to be exact, towards the stewarding program.
I just think that we have this amazing resource right in our backyard here. They're right here in front of you. I mean, I think this is what I love about it the most, is it's right here staring at us, and I just can't get enough of it. I mean, I'm supposed to be a steward on Thursday mornings, but I'm here as many nights as I can get here.
I think the impact that the bird stewards had on visitors to Wrightsville Beach was to help them appreciate what's unique about Wrightsville Beach. And I think it really enriched their vacation experience. It was very educational for the ones that came by with children. They were really interested in it. We had one middle schooler say she wanted to study biology because she thought it was really cool to study birds. And I thought that was awesome. That's what we were trying to accomplish, you know, is if we can, you know, spark a passion in a middle schooler, I think we've been really successful.
I love just being an ambassador for these birds. Even when we're around town, when we're done stewarding and we'll make a stop in town, we've got these shirts on.
People recognize the shirts.
People have stopped us and, hey, and asked questions. I think it's really an honor to be an ambassador for these birds.
You know, we talk to people all day, and many times after we would talk to them, they would bring back their families. So I know over the course of the summer, we talked to thousands of people, and they were from all over the world. We had people, one family from Italy, we had another from South Africa, from Uganda. They were from all over. It was really exciting. And we did tours and spoke with families and school groups, and our regular Friday morning tours, talked to over 500 people on those tours.
And then my all-time favorite moment is when someone looks through the scope and you've got it on a chick and they don't have to tell you they saw something that, you just feel it and it feels so good. You've opened a world to people that they had no idea was in their own backyard. So I know we're bird stewards and we're taking care of the birds, but I really feel we're taking care of the people and opening this whole world to them, and that's what I love.
Well, Audubon, North Carolina works to protect birds and their habitats throughout the state. We've long time had a coastal program. For the past 25 years, we've worked to protect coastal birds and the nesting habitats and migration stopovers and wintering areas that they depend on. We've had great success protecting Audubon sanctuaries and protecting places that birds need along North Carolina's coast. We've done that because of the generous outpouring of support we've received from our donors. But we need that support to be able to continue what we do and then grow what we do and expand it to other areas throughout North Carolina. People across North Carolina can help the Beach Bird Steward program by donating today to support this important work and all the work Audubon North Carolina does to protect our coastal birds.